Self-actualization, the highest need in Maslow's hierarchy, which depends on the maximum realization and fulfillment of our potentials, talents, and abilities. You see some people like Sachin Tendulkar, right? APJ Abdul Kalam, these people have reached this kind of level. Maslow wrote, a musician must make music, an artist must paint, a poet must write to be ultimately at peace. A musician should not be a mathematics teacher. A painter should not be a sportsman, right? This is what he means. Academician should not become a businessman. If this happens, self-realization or actualization is not possible. So the self-actualizing process may take many forms, but each person, regardless of occupation of interest, is capable of maximizing personal abilities and reach the fullest personality development. What is important is to fulfill one's potential at the highest level possible, whatever one's chosen endeavor is. If it is, if a person is very good in painting, he has to explore those options. He should not be using some other things. Only then he will go to the highest level. The chances of self actualization will be more possible and relevant. A first rate of soup is more creative than a second rate painting. Cooking or parenthood or making a home could be creative, while poetry needs not be, right? So, this is what Maslow is saying. Self actualization is the realization of one's full potential, can include creative expressions, quest for spiritual enlightenment, pursuit of knowledge, of desires to give to society. So, what do you mean by self actualizing? It is the realization of one's full potential. And when it is possible, only when the individual is good in that particular field, then when he is in that field, then he will be able to reach that enlightenment, right? It is not like everybody has to become a doctor, everybody has to be an engineer. This is the circle of thought which is going on in our culture. This should be avoided. If this is avoided, there is greater actualization. The possibility of actualization is more prominent in individual. He also talks about a new term called as eurosia. That is, it is, which means people who are capable of leading a life of self fulfillment regardless of the prestige of profession. It might be a cobbler, it might be a plumber, it might be a teacher, it might be a professor, it might be a scientist, it might be a prime minister, or it might be president. But if you are capable, if you are good in that, if you have a unique innate talents in that, then opt for it. Then there is real chance of self-actualization. That's what he says, right? Each profession has its own merit. There is nothing called high and low profession. All the professions are equal, right? And it all depends upon how we see it. And if you are choosing a profession which is based on your ideal real self, then the actualization is more meaningful. Thank you.